On his 90th birthday, Nelson Mandela said it's time for new hands to continue his struggle for social justice. His foundation urged every person around the world to spend 67 minutes a year doing something for someone else. That's 1 minute for each year of Mandela's life as an activist. Well, that call to action has now taken root in a global movement of women and men making a difference in an unusual way, using needles and yarn. Veronica Busby is a nitwit and proud of it. The South African native, along with her band of knitters and crocheters, are on a mission to create dozens of blankets for the poor and homeless. It's Sunday morning after church. Women congregate at a Washington restaurant for another special meeting. Stitching for Nelson Mandela.
We've truly gone out of our way to reach out to all members of society, and we've been embraced by all of them from all over the country: Atlanta, Nevada, California, Florida. All these states mail their work up to me, and I join all the squares into blankets, and then we choose local charities that we give it to. This charity is truly about giving your time, because you're creating something from nothing for no return other than to make your neighbors feel loved and warm.
The 67 Blankets for Mandela Day movement began in South Africa 5 years ago with the help of prisoners. The brainchild of this woman, Carolyn Steyn. She believed inmates could be rehabilitated by following the example of the world's most famous political prisoner. Serve others while serving a sentence. Soon the public was hooked. Knitathons are now popular around the country and the world. This year, nitwits from South Africa and elsewhere helped knit and crochet a centennial Mandela masterpiece. The world's largest portrait blanket depicting Mandela's face. From the skies over Pretoria, a reminder that the anti-apartheid hero still looms large. In America, Mandela's life of service and sacrifice weaves a familiar story.
As an African American, we know that perseverance is very important to our community, just for the different things that we've encountered here in this country. So perseverance is important, and he showed 27 years he was in prison, and he still came out and served again, and served until he died. If he can do it, we can do something in our community to make it better.
At these knitathons, young Americans get a crash course on Mandela.
I crochet everywhere I go, and people ask me, and I say it's 67 blankets for Nelson Mandela. Oh, the young people ask who, and I bend their ears and tell them, and they go away with a little more knowledge.
The nitwits believe when people know more, they're likely to do more. They say creating change is much like creating a blanket. The pattern is simple. Start small, build on that foundation, and keep going one stitch at a time until you've made a much-needed blanket that could change someone's life.
It is time for new hands to lift the burdens. It is in your hands now. I thank you.
With blanket contributions coming from Asia, the United States and Australia, as well as the blankets handmade by South Africans, the nitwits have stitched their way into the Guinness Book of World Records.